So hello viewers, now welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel for more updates and details. In the previous two lectures classes we have seen the basic concepts of stresses, strains, and in the second video we have seen factor of safety and Hooke's law. So based on that, one problem we are discussing on and problem number 1 in strength of materials for chapter number 1 as in a simple stresses and strains. So the problem number 1 is if you are taking the problem number 1 as a rod of 150 centimeter long. So before starting the problem, first try to understand the problem in a clear manner. So that is the basic concept behind every problem. So generally the problem solving method is very simple. First understand the question in a thorough manner so that you can solve within a fraction of minutes only. So now problem number 1, a rod of 150 centimeter long. So what you have understood from here, given 150 centimeter long is the length of the rod. So directly note down. So in solution number 1 and in a given data, first write down the given data. So given data is what? A rod of 150 centimeter long. Given is length of the rod. Length of rod generally you can take as an L equal to 150 centimeter. And of diameter 2 centimeter. Given is diameter of a rod. Diameter of rod, how much he has given? Generally you can donate as a small d or capital D, your wish. So diameter is 2 centimeter. So is subjected to an axial pull. So given is suppose this is a rod is subjected to an axial pull. Try to analyze the question. So subjected to an axial pull, how much he has given? 20 kilonewton. So this axial pull is nothing but your tensile stress which is acting on a rod. So given is an axial pull. So axial pull, see you can understand here clearly. Pull means nothing but the load or force. So units are here Newton. Newton are the units for the force. So given is an axial pull. Axial pull, that is nothing but your tensile force which is acting. Tensile load. So axial pull is nothing but force. You can denote by F or you can denote by P also. That is how much he has given? 20 kilonewton. Given is a rod of 150 centimeter long. That is the length of the rod you have taken. Diameter 2 centimeter. Diameter of rod you have taken. Is subjected to an axial pull of 20 kilonewton. So we have taken axial pull or load 20 kilonewton. And given is modulus of, if the modulus of elasticity of the material of the rod is 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. So given is modulus of elasticity, or you can call as a Young's modulus also. So modulus of elasticity. Modulus of elasticity is denoted by capital E, that is nothing but than a proportionality constant which we have got from Hooke's law. If you look back to your second lecture, you will understand. That is modulus of elasticity E as 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square is the modulus of elasticity. So these are the given data. First thing to solve a problem is whatever the given data, write down clearly. Given is a rod of 150 centimeter rod, we have written. Diameter 2 centimeter, we have written. Subjected to axial pull, that is force 20 kilonewton, we have written. And modulus of elasticity of the material of the rod he has given, that is we have written the here. So that is E equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Now what he said to determine, first is stress, strain, elongation. First look into the possibilities. First one is a stress. Stress, first write down the formulas. First step is to write the given data. Second step is to write the what are the determining way. Determining and its formulas. First is a stress. Stress can be denoted by sigma, that is equal to force or load acting per unit area. And second one is what? Strain. strain can be denoted by epsilon. That is, what is strain? We know that here given is rod of 150 centimeter long. That is length. So change in length by original length. You can denote by delta L by L. And third one he said to calculate is elongation. Elongation is nothing but a change in length. That is delta L. So based on the given data, what we can determine initially? So initially we have length. Can we determine strain? No, because we don't know change in length. Also elongation also there. So we cannot determine second strain, also we cannot determine elongation. So possibility is what? Stress. So directly stress can be determined, just look into. Stress is what? Force per unit area. Force already we have given axial pull, we know that. Area, what is, we can calculate the based on a diameter of rod area, that is pi by 4 d square. If you take in terms of diameter, if you take in terms of radius, pi r square. So first step is to calculate stress. So stress is what? Stress sigma equal to force acting per unit area. So force is what he has given is 20 kilonewton, and area based on a given diameter of rod you can calculate area. So pi by 4 d square. So 20 kilonewton by pi by 4. So kilonewton units are what? 20 kilo. 20 kilo is nothing but 10 to the power of 3. 1 kilo. Kilo is nothing but 1000. So kilonewton is what? Kg meter per second square. So the units are in terms of meters. So definitely you need to convert the diameter also in terms of meters. So if you convert this in terms of meter, generally 1 centimeter equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. So you can write diameter as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. So pi by 4 into 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square. So on calculations, if you do back your calculation, you can write kilo also 10 to the power of 3 Newton you can write. 20 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into 2 into 10 power minus 2. So on calculation, if you do back in your calc sheet, so you'll get as a result as, so on calculation you can get .062 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Newton per meter square. So on calculation, you'll get the unit as 63.02 into 10 to the power minus 6. So you can convert it as 63.062 into 63 into So you can write this as 63.062 Newton per mm square. So generally 1 millimeter equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. So generally you can write. So once we have got stress value we have got. So next is what we need to calculate. Once you have got stress, and we know that the modulus of elasticity. If you refer back to the lecture number 2, you will get a Hooke's law. What Hooke's law states? Stress is directly proportional to strain. So stress is directly proportional to strain from Hooke's law. So from here, if you remove proportionality constant, you will get modulus of elasticity. That is E equal to stress by strain. So from here, we know that modulus of elasticity. We know the stress. So directly strain. Strain is what? Stress by modulus of elasticity. So what is stress? If you calculate here stress, sorry 1 minute, I'll write it in a clear manner. So stress by strain equal to modulus of elasticity. So next, second is what we need to calculate the strain. So strain equal to stress by modulus of elasticity. What is the stress? 63.062 by, and what is modulus of elasticity? 2 into 10 to power of 2 into 10 power 5. So while we have considered here Newton per mm square already, the modulus of elasticity is also in terms of Newton per millimeter square. So that is the reason we have considered here. So if you do that on simplification, on calculation, what the value will get is 0.000318. So the strain value we are getting is 0.000318. So you can calculate, you will get it. So generally the strain will not have any units. So strain is in a dimensionless quantity. So strain. So second quantity we have derived. Now what is third quantity? We need to calculate the elongation. So what is strain? Change in length by original length. So strain value we know that, substitute the strain value 0.000318 equal to change in length by what is original length? 150 centimeter. So change in length, if you calculate, you cross multiply it, so you will get 0.000318 into 150 centimeter. So change in length you will get on simplification, the value you will get is 0.0477 centimeter. This is the change in length. So these are the values you are getting. So this is the problem. So determine stress. We have determined stress, that is we have got 63 Newton per mm square, and strain we have calculated, we have got 0.000318. Because strain is in a dimensionless quantity, we will not have any units. And elongation can be will get from strain formula, that is strain in length by original length. If you substitute the strain, already we have calculated from the second. So strain we have substituted and length we have substituted. So change in length will be, if you cross multiply both, you will get 0.0477 centimeter. This is the change in length. So based on this, first write the given data, second step it write the formulas and check what possibilities we can solve. Based on that, try to solve it and try to determine each and every terminologies based on this. So thank you viewers. Next video we'll see advanced problems based on this. Thank you.